Hi students, in this section we are going to see very many number of questions based on Young's modulus. When a weight W is hung from one end of the wire length L, the length will increase by small l. If the same wire is passed over the pulleys and two weights W each are hung at the two ends, what will be the total elongation of the wire? First let's see for this case. Okay, what is elongation? This is a wire which has a property Young's modulus. It is also property of matter. Okay, it is a property of matter. For steel, for iron, and for copper, for different materials, the Young's modulus value will be different. Understand? Okay, now in this question he has given some material. I am assuming the material, the rope has Young's modulus y. Okay, now elongation is delta L by L. Stress is equal to y is equal to F by A by delta L by original length L. He has given original length, so we have to find small length. Delta L is equal to F by A into L by Y. Here he is saying that this is small length L he is assuming. Okay, let's go to the other part. Here how many sections of the ropes are there? Two sections, first section and second section. How much total elongation it undergoes? Let's calculate. Okay, so this doesn't have any acceleration because W in the downward direction, both the sides W gets cancelled, net force is equal to 0. It doesn't have any acceleration. If it doesn't have acceleration, what is the tension in this? T is equal to W. So a force is nothing but the tension in the rope. T is nothing but W. Okay, I should say this. T is nothing but W into L by AY. So let's do this part. So delta L1, so first section I am assuming delta L1 is equal to W into, what is the length of the section? So length of the section is, original length is L by 2 by area into Young's modulus 5. Next come to the other part. Here also same tension. Delta L2 is equal to W into L by 2 by AY. Total elongation is equal to delta L is equal to delta L1 plus delta L2. So if we add these two, we will get WL by A into Y. So delta L is nothing but L. So whether we connect directly from the rope to the block or whether we connect with the pulley with the net force, we are getting the same answer. Okay, elongation, what will be the elongation in the total wire? The same elongation as other one, it is equal to small l. Let's go to the other condition. Okay, a load of 10 kilonewton is supported from the two pulleys, which in turn supported by rope of cross section area. Area of rope is given, which is equal to 10 power 3 millimeter square, and modulus of elasticity, rope modulus of elasticity is given 10 power 3 Newton per millimeter square as shown in the figure. Neglect the friction of the pulley, determine the deflection of the load. Okay, so let's calculate how much deflection it undergoes here. Delta x1, I am assuming x1, x2. Okay, so let's see carefully. x1 is equal to, x1 is nothing but delta L1. Okay, instead of x1 x2 I am writing delta L1 delta L2. He is asking, see, deflection of the load he is asking. Delta L1 is equal to force by area length Young's modulus. So force is equal to, how much is the force? Draw free body diagram. Pulley, the downward direction is 10 kilonewton, upward force tension 2T is equal to 10 kilonewton, tension is equal to 5 kilonewton. Okay, tension is nothing but force in the rope. Okay, force is nothing but tension in the rope, I am sorry. So T into L by L is nothing but, okay, by A into Y. So T we got 5 into 10 power 3, length is equal to 600 into 10 power minus 3 meters, area is 10 power 3 millimeter square, and Y is 10 power 3 Newton per millimeter square, and these two gets cancelled, and delta L1 is equal to, so, and 30 over 10 power 4, so 3 into, it's equal to 3 millimeter, I should say, delta L1. What about delta L2? Calculate this. Tension is 5 into 10 power 5 into 10 power 3 into, so 900 into 10 power minus 3 by 10 power 6. 2 gets cancelled, so, and here 4 remains. It's a 4.5 millimeter is extension in the other one. Delta L1 we got 3 millimeter, delta L2 got 4.5 millimeter. How much load will deflect? Just use a pointer method. Just assume that rope is displaced by x. Just assume, I am erasing other parts. It's a combination of Newton's laws of motion. I am assuming it is deflected by x. If it is deflected by x, okay, how much will be the deflection? X1 here, I'm sorry, x1, x one side, x another side. Total deflection in the downward direction is how much? 2x. Okay, 2x must be equal to how much deflection in the each rope? x1 and x2. 2x is equal to x1 plus x2. So x is equal to, take the average, so 4.5 plus 3.3, 7.5 by 2, so 3.75 millimeter is a deflection in the load. See, if you don't understand this, just assume if a block is moving, if it is one side is decreased x1, other side it is decreased x2, if the total deflection is equal to deflection in the block, 2x is equal to x1 plus x2, or x is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. Okay, and it is a constraint equation. Let's go to the other part. A bimetallic rod made of brass and copper has a length is given, and is rectangular cross section, area of cross section is given. If it is a rectangle, what is the area perpendicular to it? So remember, area is 4 centimeter square, 2 by 2, and force F is equal to 5 into 10 power 4 Newton normal to the cross section is applied. Then find the compression in each of its metallic parts. Okay, each of its metallic parts, given that Young's modulus of brass is given and Young's modulus of copper is given. Two things are given. So we there bimetallic part is nothing but one area. Okay, so brass I will consider above. Area of brass section, area of brass from top to bisection point, it is 1 centimeter, it is equal to 2 centimeter square. Area of copper is equal to 2 centimeter square. Okay, force on the both section it is same, it is equal to 5 into 10 power 4 Newton. And yeah, Y of brass is given as 9 into 10 power 10 Newton per meter square. Y of copper is equal to 11 into 10 power 10 Newton per meter square. Okay, in which way will the rod bend? First calculate delta L1. Delta L1 is equal to, first in a brass, so F into L by A into Y. So F is nothing but, what is the force? 5 into 10 power 4 into L. L is nothing but, how much is a centimeter? Length is, it's not given, assume it as a length L, by area. Area is 2 into Y is 9 into 10 power 10. Okay, this is delta LB. Next, delta L copper. Okay, delta L copper is equal to force into L, 5 into 10 power 4 into L, original length L, by area is 2, y is 11 into 10 power 10. Two lengths are given. Here which side delta L will be more? Delta L brass is more than delta L of copper. If delta L of brass is more, what will happen? So brass length should be more. See, I am considering now the diagram will be, if the brass length more, it should have more length. Okay, other section the copper should have less length. Okay, so bimetallic strip will bend like this, because final length is equal to what? Initial length plus delta L. So final length will be, the brass length will be more, so it has to be, both the sides it should be same. Sir, what is the point in bending like this? So this is a bimetallic means they are stick together, so we cannot change it, but the both will attach to each other whatever may be the situation. So upper part will be brass and the lower part will be copper. Okay, so this one you can try. Two wires of diameter 0.25 and one made of steel, another made of brass. Steel and brass are given as shown in the figure. The unloaded steel wire is 1.5 and the brass wire is 1 meter. Compute the elongation of steel and brass wires. Okay, when you are doing the steel, first draw for the brass. So first for the brass, so this is the brass, tension in the brass and the downward direction 16 kg, 16 Newton is acting. Elongation in the brass is, so TB is equal to 16 Newton, tension in the brass. Okay, because it's not, acceleration is equal to 0. Elongation in the brass is if delta LB is equal to TB into L by area of brass into Young's modulus of brass. Calculate delta LB. Then go to the free body diagram of 4 kg body. In the 4 kg body, downward is 40 Newton is acting. Then downward direction tension in the brass is also acting. Upward direction steel, tension in the steel is acting. Delta L steel is equal to TS into L by area of steel into Y of steel. How to get delta TS? TS is equal to 40 plus TB. TB is nothing but 60. It is TS is equal to 100 Newton. Substitute the values and get the value of elongation of the materials. Thank you. We'll continue the questions in the next video also.